Hey everyone, today I am doing a what sold video for the past month, so the month of April. As a little recap, my goal for a full month is to make $1,000 net profit. I still have not reached that goal. I am going to up how many listings I do each day. I'm going to try really hard to do at least 3 listings a day. I'm hoping that that helps me get to my goal, because I've gone through 4 months already of this year and haven't been able to reach it, and the past 2 months have been, you know, lower than the first 2 months, I believe. And so I'm just trying to figure out what to do, what can I do differently to reach my goal. And I don't know, that's what I'm gonna try. If you have any advice for me of something that I can do, I am part-time. I don't have a lot of time to be doing my reselling. It's very much like a side hustle in a way. I enjoy it and I love it, and that's why I'm doing it, but I do have a full-time job, and you know, there are other things that I have to do in my free time. Something that I can do that may not take a ton more time. I don't know, any ideas or suggestions you have are greatly appreciated, because I'd really like to reach that goal, and I still am gonna have that goal for myself until I do reach it. Let me tell you my numbers for the month of April. I sold $711.51 of net profit in April for the full month. So better than last month, so that's good. But still not great, not where I want to be at. I'm going to share with you my lowest sales. So I think I picked my 5 lowest sales, and then I'm going to go over my sales that were over $50 and over. And there's more than 5 of those. And then we're also going to go over my quickest sales, which were not as quick as, again, previous months. I have 3 of those to share with you, and they all sold within like the same date range, so I found that very interesting. But I like to sandwich these videos, like good, bad, good. So let's start with a good. Let's start with the highest dollar sales. I'm gonna go in order of like starting at 50 and work my way up. I actually have 3 $50 sales, so let's just pick and choose which ones. The first one I'm going to talk about are On Running or On Cloud. I'm not sure what the actual brand name is, but these sold really well for me. I think this is my 2nd time selling this exact pair, or very similar pair of shoes. So if I see these, I pick them up. They were in a size 8, and I sold them on Poshmark. I sold them for $50, and oh, and they also took 6 days to sell. So the spoiler, you now know how long my quickest sales were. They were 6 days. So this was a great sale and a very quick one. So very happy with this. Again, I am on the lookout whenever I find these, because I just feel like they're quick, good sales. Next one is actually a blazer that I've had for a very long time, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to say the name correctly. Sumasura, anyway, I'm putting the pictures here for you, but it was a very beautiful, like, silky blazer. It didn't really have a lot of information like in the tag on it, so I couldn't really give a lot of detail. When I took photos of it, I couldn't really find a similar one. This was a $50 sale. I was very happy to accept that. I think it may have been an offer, I can't remember. Our next $50 sale is a pair of Nilly Loughton pants, and these I actually had marked up quite a bit higher than $50. I accepted that, which was a low offer compared to what I had it listed at. And I thought that what I had it listed at was kind of in the range of what I saw comps for, but they were bright red. I don't know if they were bright red, but they were red, so they were like a loud color pant, and I just wasn't sure how many people out there were going to want these. So even though they're a great brand, I went ahead and accepted it. I have been struggling with sales this past month, so I just wanted to get the sales going. Again, I say that and I feel like it never helps. I don't know why the algorithm doesn't like me. Like, I try so much to generate sales by accepting lower offers to generate more sales, and it doesn't work. If you have any tips about that, let me know. I don't know. Guys, I'm trying to be positive here, but as you can see, it's a bit of a struggle, and I've got to figure something out because I really enjoy this, and my hope was to make this a bigger thing for me more than just a side hustle. That is a brand I do not find. So like, I don't find that often at all. Like, I think that was the first time I've ever found that brand before. Next sale sold for $52. This was Roback, and this one I was so excited when I found it. It did have like an emblem thing on the sleeve, like a patch, like a company patch or something. So I was a little skeptical if that would hurt it, but it still sold for $52. I'm pretty sure that was an offer of some sort, either my offer that I sent them or they sent me. But I accepted it. I thought that was a great deal, $52. It also sold within 6 days of listing it. So sold within a week of listing it. If I can find this brand more, I will definitely pick it up again. This is the first time I've ever found that brand as well. So again, another one to be on the lookout for. Next sale was $60, and this was a Peter Doe. I had never heard of this brand before. I probably would not have picked this up if I had not seen that it was new with tags and saw how much this tank top retailed for. I think it retailed for like 100 new tags. It was a ribbed Henley sleeveless, and it was actually really good quality. Like, it felt like good quality, so I guess maybe I would have looked at it if it didn't have the tags. I'm not sure. But Peter Doe, I had never heard of that, and I don't even know if I've ever heard anyone talk about that before. So Peter Doe, one to remember, sold for $60. A tank top. I mean, it was new with tags. It was very nice. So that is another one. So a couple of things to definitely keep a lookout for, even for myself, even though I don't find these like ever. But good to keep in the back of my head. All right, last high sale that I sold. Okay, if you have seen my previous monthly what sold videos, you will have heard me kind of get a little ranty about this item because it did end up getting returned to me. The delivery people had issues delivering it, and then the person never picked it up, and it was sent back to me, and the sale didn't go through. So I didn't make the money from this sale. This was a $100 sale, so it was irritating when it happened. And guess what? It finally, a couple months later, sold again. I'm very, very happy with that. So it is this Michigan vest. I think this is so cool, very unique. And it sold for the same price as it did last time, which is amazing. So it sold for full price. I wasn't like a discount or an offer or anything. So super, super excited about that. Sold for $100. And yeah, just that made me feel so much better about the issue that happened before. Things happen, right? Things get returned, and we just have to be okay with that because it will sell again. Clearly, it may take a little bit, but it will sell again. Now let's move into our worst sales. I had quite a few $5 sales. Like, I have more than what I'm going to share with you, but I'm going to share with you my lowest, like, I guess, net profit sales. This happens to me almost every single time I do an auction on eBay. But again, I'm trying to get that algorithm to like me by at least having some sales. And also, these were items that I was going to liquidate and just get rid of and donate anyway if they didn't sell. The first one I'm going to talk about is a pair of Chico's pants. And these were just an easy wear pull-on black. They're kind of like the Chico's Travelers, but they weren't called Chico's Travelers. They were a size 2. They're a size large. And my net earnings was $2.51. Yeah, okay. Let's keep going. I'm not doing these in any particular order, other than I've already narrowed them down. Next $5 sale, it was an Anthropologie, was it Postmark dress? I won't be picking this brand up again. I feel like a lot of the Anthropologie brands, or maybe their older Anthropologie brands, just don't sell. I need to just not pick them up. But I made a net profit of $2.63. Next $5 sale was actually a bundle of 2 J. Jill leggings. Again, they were a size small, so I need to know that J. Jill in the smaller sizes really isn't worth a pickup. I actually just left behind, it killed me to do it, like a ton of Eileen Fisher pants, like pull-on pants, because they were all size small. And when I looked up comps, they were not doing well. They were selling for very, very low amounts of money, and it just wasn't worth picking them up. But they were Eileen Fisher, and I found so many of them. I thought I had hit the jackpot until I looked at the size and realized they were all a size small. I left them behind. I would prefer not to have these low dollar sales. But when I'm liquidating, it's better than nothing, right? So anyway, J. Jill bundle of leggings. I believe they were capri leggings. And I made $1.99. Who says, oh my gosh, I love watching her. Is it Becky Park? Shout out, I guess. I'm a nobody compared to her, but I love watching her videos. I learn a lot from her. And I know, like, when she makes a really low sale, it's just like French fry money. I don't even think $1.99 can get you French fries at McDonald's anymore. So I don't know what $1.99 is gonna get me, but that's what I made. Tommy Bahama sweater. I am no longer picking up Tommy Bahama for men. I'm just not doing it. Pretty sure I've only sold one Tommy Bahama men's item for more than $5. And yeah, that's pretty bad. So it was a sweater, so maybe that's it. It's not very Tommy Bahama-y. I made $3.08. Last $5 sale was from the brand Wrap London, and it was 100% linen. I feel like this video is also sharing like what not to do. What things to look out for the higher sales and quick sales, but also just what not to pick up. If an item is good material, like 100% silk, 100% linen, I usually would pick it up. I'm not doing that anymore. So for the Wrap London top, I made $2.67. We're gonna move on from that and talk about actually only one other quick sale, because I've already talked about the other two. I already talked about the On Running shoes that sold within 6 days for $50, and I already talked about the Rowback top that sold for $52 in 6 days. So the only one remaining to talk about that sold within a week's period of time, also sold within 6 days, and it was a Michael Kors really beautiful blue like spring jacket, and this sold for $30, but it was a quick sale. So there we go, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you have any tips for me, let me know down below. I love hearing from you guys. And I will see y'all next time. Have a wonderful and beautiful rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Bye.